Hello, everyone. This is Kimberly Sanders and Kevin Wuji and Gina Ojeda, and we are coming to you live in action from our homes, working together, having the best life ever. I mean, it's literally a dream for me to get to do this. Like after it's done, I'm going to be like, oh my God, I really got to have this type of training. Like we did this in like 2 different teams together and just like the best ever. So I'm so excited. And we have been having fun with Canva. And if anyone thinks I'm good at it, like where I started was horrible. Like the first couple times, I mean, I literally wanted to throw my phone across the lawn. And I worked on a picture for like almost 2 hours and it was still horrible. And my spelling is as tragic as you all know, blessings to all of it. I can't even spell Jared's name right half the time. And so like, it's just amazing. And so it's super humbling to even think that you guys are like, wow, that's really good, Kim. I'm like, oh my God, it's taken me so long. And so, but I didn't have people like Kevin on this side of me and Gina on the other. And I used to actually like pay Gina to help me with Canva because I was like, I just felt so bad. So she has taught me so much. And then when Kevin wanted to do, he was like, I can't do that. It's so irritating. I'm like, you're just going to get it and you're going to figure it out. And then you're going to blow all of us out of the water because he's an artist and he's a photographer. And so we wanted to bring that together. And then I want to speak on just what this is really all for. It's the type of celebration and what that takes. And so, it's an incredible opportunity that we get to be professional celebrators. And, the biggest thing about this is remove all the, judgment on yourself that if something doesn't look perfect or something, it's like, it just doesn't matter. Put a sparkle on it, put a thing on it, whatever, just like have fun with it and hopefully check my spelling for you guys. So I'm going to open it up to Miss Gina and have her share. She's just amazing with all of this. So please teach us your ways.
Thank you so much, Kimberly. And I was the same as you. I used to manage a yoga studio and I had to just figure it out. And we used a different software and then I switched to Canva and I loved it because it was so much easier. So really anybody can do this. And I used to always say that I wasn't an artist because I mean, my drawing sucks. Like I'm just not, my husband's an artist. And this allows me to express my creativity in such a beautiful way. And I'm like, wow, I made this beautiful flyer and I feel like an artist now. So really, just like Kimberly said, just have fun with it. Let it really inspire your creativity and the artist within you. And I will show you just some basic things that I've learned along the way. I'm definitely not like a professional, but so I'm going to share my screen now. Oh, and my baby is now crying at the front door. Give me 1 second. Come here, baby. Come here, you can come in. So thank you for your grace. I have my Dominic here who is almost 2, and you know what it's like to have a 2-year-old, some of you. All right, so let me pull it up. Okay, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, great. So you have 2 options with Canva. You can either have the free account or you can have the paid account. And for me, it was totally worth it to pay the money because I love to have all the extra stuff. So if it has a crown on it and you have the free account, that means that you need the paid account. I'm so sorry, my baby's crying. Let me. Sorry, I'm gonna train. Keep shutting the door. Okay. Come here. All right, let me grab him. Thank you, guys. He's supposed to be taking a nap, but he didn't go down. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so this is my Canva. So I can show you some of the stuff I've done. And if you are wanting to make they give you different options here. You can do flyers, you can do Instagram posts, you can do Facebook posts, you can do a story, you can do videos, collages, posters, logos. There's so much you can do on here, but we do flyers and we do, sorry, Dominic. We do flyers and we do celebration posts. And so that's typically what I use it for. And I've even created PowerPoint presentations. So I'm going to first show you something cool that I really learned with this particular flyer. So this one is called, this one was Healthy Through the Holidays. I think it's still loading. And somebody sent me this picture, Bethany sent me this picture, and it's gorgeous and beautiful. And it was too busy in the background. It was too bright. And so you couldn't see the lettering and the wording. And so what you do is you click on the background and see how it's highlighted in purple here. That's how you know you have the background. And then from here, you go to Dominic, baby. Let's see. Here you go to transparency. And it has all these little dots here. So you'll look for, it's different on the iPad. It's different on the iPhone. I don't know what's going on with my little guy. It's different on the iPad. It's different on the iPhone or the Android phone, and it's different on the computer. So you'll just have to find it, look for transparency, but you can make this really bright. So this was the original photo, but see how busy it looks? So you can just drop the transparency and really lighten up the photo. And so you can use any background that you like and you can make it lighter. And then you can make a beautiful flyer with it. So I love that hack and that tip. And let's see. And then let's go to the elements. The elements are my favorite. I think Kimberly too. And you can find so many cool things. So you can see I love sacred geometry. I think we all do. But in order to use the sacred geometry, you want to have the pro, which is the paid account. But look at how beautiful all these are. So you can add, you know, this beautiful sacred geometry to any of your flyers, and it really adds to it. And then you can change the color right here. And so that's one of my favorite places to go. And also with pictures, if you want to do a photo frame, I'll show you here. You go to photo frames and there's tons of them here, and you can choose, you know, what shape you want, what size you want. And so I really liked this shape for these pictures when I did the 6 people. And basically you just add, say you want to do an oval, you just do that. And then you would go to your uploads and you would upload different pictures. So yeah, you could see I have all these people in my, let's do Kia here. She's our newest brand partner. So then you would just bring her picture in and then add it. And then you have a beautiful oval picture versus just this kind of square like picture. Okay, so that's one of my favorite things to do as well, is the photo frames. And let's see what else we got going on here. The other thing is like these lines are really, you know, sometimes if you add lines and borders, it really adds to, you know, I like to put the lines over the lettering because it just creates, I don't know, it just looks good to me. But you can do whatever you want, but you can just go to lines and shapes, add a line here, and you can put it anywhere you want. And you can change the color of the line if you'd like. Okay. All right. And now let's go to the wording. And so there's a way that you can curve the name. So say we wanted to move this name to the top and we wanted it to curve. So what you would do is go to the 3 dots and you would go to effects. And then you would go down here to shape. And there's a curve here. And then with the curve, you can actually, you know, you can make it, you could go up with it or you could do it right in the middle, or you can, you can really shape it to the photo. And then that looks really cool, right? Yeah, so I like doing that with the names as well. And let's see, what else? So let me go to some of my celebration posts now. So Kevin and Kimberly really rock these celebration posts. I'm excited to learn from them because they do like the cool waves in the back. And but I did this one for Sarah, which I thought was pretty cool, but I liked the fireworks. It's super easy. Like you can search for video templates, and then it's a video and you can just find it there. There's templates that are already made, and then you just make it your own. And then I just wrote, congratulations, Sarah. She sold a ULT Plus Performance Lifestyle subscription. And then I was able to find these fireworks and that other one that is right at the bottom of her picture in elements as well. And then I put a crown too. So you can do so much with this. Basically, I just searched video templates. Oops. And you can find so many cool ideas. And a lot of this, what I do is I just search for flyers and templates, and then I use them as my base, and then I change it up and I add to it. Some of them I start from scratch, but most of them, you look at all these video templates that you can find. And some of them have, you can say like celebration template, happy birthday template, congratulations template. And it's kind of slow for some reason, my iPad. I don't know what's going on with my internet. But yeah, so it's not really showing, but there's like a nature one, which I've seen Kevin and Kimberly use, like the waves and the trees and all of that. But yeah, there's tons of templates here. And the main template that I use is an Instagram post, because for some reason the size of that is always great for me. And you can share it on Instagram, you can share it on Facebook, and it looks really good. So I find if I create a flyer from the flyer templates and then I post it on Instagram, it cuts off a lot of the wording. Has anybody noticed that? So the tip is to use the Instagram post to make your flyers. So that's what I do. I don't use the flyer templates often unless you're going to print something or you're only going to put it on Facebook. So I use the Instagram post for most of my designs, and that's just my own little hack that I realized worked really good. So it doesn't cut off the wording in the flyers. So yeah, that is the other thing I wanted to show you. This is kind of a funny picture, but there is a way that you can remove the background in our house, and it was like furniture, and I wanted it to be I wanted the background to be removed. So the way you do that is, let me try it with a different photo though, because this one's already done. Let's try this one with Dominic. Look at this little guy. Okay, look at how cute he is. Okay, so here, where is I'm trying to figure out how, on the phone, it's really easy. It says BG, I believe, and that's how you remove the background, but I'm trying to find it here. I feel like it should be here. Okay, let me click on that. Okay, let's go to edit photo maybe. So I clicked on the photo and okay, here we go. So you have to click on the photo. It's highlighted with the purple. That's how you know. And then what you do is you go to BG Remover. This removes the background. And then you can, you know, change the color of the background if you'd like. So if you have a really cool photo and you're just like, I'm not, oh, never mind, can't change the, I thought you could. I think what you have to do is you would have to put the photo in a frame and then you could change the background. But if you have a background that you don't like, you can remove it. So that's my other tip that we figured out how to do. Oh, you're so cute. And I think, yeah, I think that's all I have for now that I could think of, unless you have any suggestions, Kimberly, or else I could pass it to Kevin.
Yeah, I think you are amazing. Hi, Dominic. It's so great, and I am excited for people to get to just learn it. And I think if anything, you know, just learn all the places that she was talking about, and it is a little bit different on your phone. Over to Kevin. And, thank you. Thanks. Kevin from Heaven, please unmute yourself so that you can share your magic.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much, Gina. Great tips. So yeah, hopefully I won't repeat myself too much. Well, from what Gina said, because there's a bunch of things that I was about to say, but Gina said it. So we're going to make it quick, but I'm going to start by sharing my screen.
I think just say it anyway, because no one will be sad to try to see it again.
True. You're right. All right. So everybody can see my screen? Yes. Perfect. All right. So same thing. We're in the home sections. You can browse your previous projects, which is amazing. You also have like a bunch of different formats. Personally, let's focus on the video kind of aspect, like the animated posts. I really like the format of the Facebook video right here. And it gives you somewhat like a bunch of different options to choose from. So you can scroll down and try to find one. You can also use like keywords. So let's say water. You can try that. Sometimes the animations are not much, but see, this one looks pretty cool, so we can use that. Obviously, it's templates, so sometimes you can, like, you find yourself like having a bunch of things that you don't really want in the video, but it's ideas that you can use. So just by clicking on the objects that you don't want and pressing backspace, it just removes them automatically. Maybe we'll keep that writing. It's kind of cool. I don't really want the fake algae shadowy things, but I like the animation. You can also play around here, like, oh, maybe you want the animation to last for 3 seconds, or sometimes it's 5 seconds, the maximum, but sometimes you can lengthen it. You can also put like different, like add pages and everything, but let's focus on one today. So you can just bring back your little thing here and play. Okay, I like the sun coming through the water. It's nice. World Ocean Day. I love it. Okay, so after that, let's add a photo. So when you add photos, you can just pick one from your computer, drag it into Canva, and it will bring it to uploads right here on the side, on the left side of your computer. So I just brought in a picture of Kimberly here. And like Gina said, you can play with elements and add some frames. There's different kind of frames that you can add. You can see them all here by clicking and opening all of them. I personally prefer the circle one, but you can pretty much use whatever you want. Let's do like a bit of funkier one here, where it's like a crooked circle. I'm just gonna drag down this a little bit. So that's a frame. So if you want to know if it's a frame, there's always like that cloud sky with the green, thing. So when you upload a picture and you drag it into this, it just place it right into the thing. So that's Kimberly. You can center it. Like sometimes you'll see lines coming up, so that way you know you're centered. You can also press on position here, and maybe let's say we want top center, so we can put it top center. See, it wasn't really centered. So now it's top center. Let's do like middle center. So that's like fully centered, which I really like. And after that, like sometimes it can be like, I don't know if it happens for you, but sometimes I try to move things around and it doesn't click on the right thing. So if I want my things not to move, I lock them. So there's a little lock position only here. So let's say I click on the background because I don't want it to move. I know it's going to stay like that. Just click on the lock. So now it's locked. So I can't move it. Like I can click it, but I can't move it, which is nice. And let's say we want Kimberly to be locked as well. We can do the same thing. I won't lock it right now because I might modify the picture. After that, let's do, what do we want to write for Kimberly's post?
Kevin, can
Yeah.
I just ask too, like when you're going over to the left-hand side and just like really like share where you're at, because
Yeah.
you know exactly where you're going. So just kind of, we're super slow. So just
I'm not sure
share
I understand what you mean. I'm going too fast.
just a little bit, like where
Okay.
you're saying like where to go, like say
Okay.
exactly where it is in the computer.
Perfect. Perfect. So is there a part that you want me to repeat?
No, I mean, it's okay, but just
Okay.
kind of know, like when
Okay.
you're like over here, we're like where, because so just explain a little bit more. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So just to make sure about the locking thing, like I'll just unlock it right now. On top here, you see the lock position only. Like I said, I know my background won't move, so I'll lock it down. So that way I make sure that if I try to move some things, that it selects the background, and then the background is being selected, and you move it and it's like, oh no, and it's all moving around. So you don't want that. So you can just lock it by clicking on the background, and then at the top here, you see a little lock. You just press on it, and then you click again on the lock. Mute someone. Perfect. Okay, so now we have the background locked. We have Kimberly's pictures. So just we can look at just the picture and how it interacts with the background. It's really nice. And see how the World Ocean Day, how it appeared. There was always like already an animation with it, which is nice. You can always add some animations to everything you're putting on the Canva. So let's say we want Kimberly's pictures coming into the frame in some kind of way. We can explore that. We're just going to click on Kimberly's image photo, and then up there we see animate. Everybody sees animate here. You just click on animate, and now there's a bunch of different animation that you can add to Kimberly's picture. So I like my things coming like one after the other in the frame. So like Kimberly picture, so it's always like more funny and like interactive. So let's say I want to bring Kimberly's pictures that way, like pan, you can fade, pop, white. There's like a bunch that you can play around with. I usually just go with my feeling, like how I want it to. There's some that are weird, but that are fun. So let's just use pan for now. And same thing with the ocean. Like there was already an animation like assigned to it on the template. So I could leave it like that, or I can just try to find something else. See like World Ocean Day. Let's change the World Ocean Day, and let's write Kimberly's name. So to change the name, obviously, you just need to click, double click on the name you want to select. You can just erase it all and just write something again, or you like a normal Word document, just can erase and write what you want. Don't press space because it's like a backspace kind of thing. where it just like, yeah. So, and then we want this centered. So as I was saying before, the position, you can click on position while being clicked on Kimberly's name. So click on position, you can put it in the middle, but we don't want that because it'll be right on top of her. So bottom and then center, it's already centered because it's grayed out. So if it's grayed out like that, it means it's already there. I think it's a bit low. So I'll play with my arrows on my keyboard and just click it again and just bring it up a bit. And I feel like it's not a really good color for the background because we kind of lose it. So I'm going to select it, click on the A for the text color here, and then change the color. Maybe white will be better. It's going to pop out more. See, it's already better. I can change the size also of the text. And you see like all the points on the corner of the things that I selected. If you put your arrow, if you hover over it, you'll see like little arrows. This is to change the size. So you click, you hold, and then you drag it. And then it's just gonna maybe make it bigger. Then you could, again, try to make it as centered as possible. If you really want to make sure it's really centered, again, position. Okay, it's grayed out, so it's centered. Perfect. And now let's see how it looks. I like to play it once in a while just to see how it looks. Kimberly Sanders, there you go. That's funny. I also really love the elements where it's funny because Gina said the sacred geometry. That's always what I look up for. So I'm just gonna go there. Oh, that's weird. Okay, how it works. So I just click on see all. There's so many of them, which is amazing. There's so many to choose from. I like to put it like behind the picture. So it's like you can see that it's there, but it's like, I love just stacking a picture on top of any kind of sacred geometry. Of course, now it's not a full circle. So usually sacred geometry, it's like really circular. So there's not really like a funky sacred geometry shape right now, but it doesn't really matter. It's just for the purpose of showing you how it works. So just gonna select one that feels like it's nice. So let's go with the flower of life. I don't really like that it's black, so let's change the color. Click on here at the top left, color, click on that. Let's put it white because I feel like it's more appropriate. And one tip, if you feel like if the thing that you put in the frame is centered and you don't want it, you want it to keep centered, but you want to change the size. I don't know if you're on Mac, but if you're on Mac, you hold Option and Shift, and then you click same thing, and then it keeps the shape in the middle and it makes it bigger. Because if I don't hold Shift, are you okay, Kim? It's good? Okay. If you don't hold Shift, see how it's gonna move on just one side? But if I hold Option and Shift, it keeps it in the center, which is nice. So you don't have to bother, am I centered or am I not? Because it's staying centered, but it's growing like on every side versus if I don't hold it, I just drag it, it's gonna just pull it on one side. So let's position, it's centered, middle, perfect. So let's hold it, Shift and Option key. And let's make it like this. And now, obviously, it's over Kimberly's face and we want to see Kimberly's face. So how do I put it back? My tip is I click on position again. And you see here where it says arrange and layers. You click on layers. And now it shows you every layers that you have, which I don't want this one. I don't want it's still there. Every layers that you have in what you put in your Canva. So the background obviously is the bottom layer, and then it's Kimberly's, then it's the flower of life. So let's say I want to put the flower of life behind Kimberly. I just click on this, drag, and bring it under Kimberly. And magically it appears under Kimberly. Like right now, it's weird because I feel like it's supposed to be centered, but it doesn't seem like it is. But maybe it's Kimberly's picture that is not centered, middle. There you go. It was not. So we have that. Obviously, I think it would look better if it was a frame. If it was framed in circle. But what we can do, like Gina said, also, we can remove the background, and I think it would look really better if the background was removed. So we can edit the photo here still. Always, like, if you want to modify anything, it's always here. The options are always there. So it's edit photo, and then you can background remove. Just click on that, and magically the background is going to be removed. There you go. Looks so much better, right? In my opinion. And let's do an animation also for the flower of life. I like when it's moving. See, it's still moving. It's still growing. So it keeps like, so like you can put it in and out also, but let's just, I mean, in is like it's making smaller, but I prefer out. It's getting bigger. So let's do that, which is amazing. And then we can just look again. Always here, down here, if you want to click and play it. Boom, Kimberly Sanders. There you go. If you want to, if you like that that writing, and you don't want like to go in text, well, here on the left side, if you go to text, there's all different kinds of fonts that you can choose from. But let's say you really like the one that we use right now, and you don't want to look for another one. Oh, was this one? I'm not sure if it was this one. So what you can do to duplicate that writing, again, you click on it, you press Option. I think it's Alt key if you're on Windows, I guess. If you're on iPad or on the phone, I don't know. I'm used to doing this on my computer, but there's probably other ways, like maybe copy or paste. I'm sure if you copy paste, actually it works. Let's try it out. So if I do Command C, Command V, there you go, copy pastes it, okay? So you can do that or hold Option while clicking on it, Option, and then drag it so it duplicates the name, okay? So that's another way. I'm just going to delete this one. So let's say we wanted to keep this writing and we want to change it. K Club Queen. There you go. All right. So let's see. I think there's probably the animation will be copied also. So it's going to be the same thing. See? Okay, let's say we want to change the animation. First, I want to also make it bigger. So same thing, holding Option and Shift at the same time, so it stays centered. I don't even know if it is centered. I haven't checked. It is centered, perfect. And let's say we want to modify the effect. So we click on Bounce here, which is like sometimes when the effect is already applied, the word here is the effect applied. So just remember those circles that are kind of moving to remember that this is the place that you change and modify the animations. So you can try different ones. There you go, like this one. Again, you can both on Enter or Exit. We'll just leave on Enter. So we can try again. Let's see how it goes. There you go, Kimberly. And again, like you can play around. You can look in elements. There's so many things you can choose from. There's animated elements also. like let's say water animation. Sometimes the animations are not the best, but you just look for a bunch of different things, and at some point you'll find cool stuff. You can look for brush strokes. Well, that was not really nice. Sometimes I look for frames, and there's different kind of frames that are nice, that are not necessarily the same frames that we were gonna put an image in, and it's gonna like fit into the frame. But again, you can play around with that. So let's say we wanted to do like, that's not cool. Change the color. Like maybe we wanted something like that, and then again we want to duplicate. And something that is cool is if you click on the thing that I just added, and you right click on your mouse. No, sorry, it's not that. Sorry. More. Sorry, I'm just having a blank here. Actually, let's not do that. You see the arrows here on the side. If you click on that, you can do this. So you can move this around, but I'm sure there was something else that I could do. Edit image, maybe? No. Oh yeah, exactly. So if you, okay, I'm gonna remove this. If you click on this frame, well, that kind of corner thing, and you click on flip, you can flip horizontally or you can flip vertically. So if we flip horizontally, it's gonna go like this. So it's gonna, but we don't want that. Well, we can, but okay. Oh, and if you make a mistake and you wanna go back, again, on Mac is Command Z. On computer, it's gonna be Control Z. So Control or Command Z, it's always go back. So like you make a mistake, you go back, and then it puts it back to where it was. So I want to duplicate that. So let's duplicate this one. And now I want to flip it. Okay, so now it keeps the other one on the other side. And I'm just adding that, but it's not really nice. It's for the purpose of the training, but again, I could do this for the same thing. Oh, and if you want to select two things or more, you click on one, you hold Shift, and you click on the other one. So now it's selected both of my corner things. So now if I wanna, you can group them. Okay, so now it's grouped. So now if I wanna have the same thing at the back, at the bottom of the frame, now it's a group now. So I can do both at the same time. So now I can flip it. Well, actually, first do this, and then flip it vertically this time. Oh, I thought it would be grouped. Okay, maybe not. See, I'm learning as I go. Amazing. So flip both vertically. So now it's the same thing. So this could be it. There's a cute little frame. I like frames, and I could add a bit more definition here maybe because it's white and there's a lot of white going on at the top. At the bottom is fine. But see, there's like a lot of light. We can see it, the K Club Queen, it's fine, but it could use a little work to maybe pop out even more. Like Gina said, like let's unlock this and maybe we can make the background a bit less bright. But again, I don't think it really, no. I think we can leave it like that. So yeah, I don't know if I want to add anything. I think that was pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. And yeah, just have fun with it. There's it's like so many different fonts, and I highly encourage you to buy the pro version, because the free version, there's not much you can do, especially for videos and like all the elements. There's pretty limited. Even the fonts, like we have so many to choose from. Like I like using like the ones that are, these guys, like funkier, more neon kind. It's fun. And again, all these ones, like you see the colors, but you can all change the colors of these fonts, which is fine too. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me today. I might be exploring more and having to show you more tips as we go. And don't hesitate to look back at this training. I think it could really help. And yeah, thank you so much.
Wow, Kevin, and anyone that hasn't worked with Canva yet, like everything that he just said is going to be like, because it's like I've literally been trying to like find all these things, and like, so just if in the beginning, work with the regular free Canva and just like do the things that you can, and then like later on you're going to be like, ooh, the elements, and then you're going to just be like, how do I do that? How do I find that? So today, like I was freaking out because like, do you want me to say something? I'm like, oh my God, that was so amazing. And it's so cool because now I've been in there a little bit. And so you'll get there and you'll find it. And and then I just wanted to speak on the piece of like this feeling inside of what happens when you really get to shine and make these fun things for your people. And if it feels irritating to be on there to do this, like don't be on it, just like whatever, it's just post a picture, do the thing. But if it feels fun to start to get creative, I mean, look at him go. Like all of his camera eye comes in and all of his art comes in. And I'm like, I knew it would be something that he loved. Like as soon as you get it, like it's frustrating at first and we're on our phone and we're like, eh. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh no, this is actually really fun. And then after a while of working in that app I need to switch because there's stuff on the phone that isn't even there. Like when you were talking about it, Kevin, it's like, there's stuff that isn't even an option, or I need to just try to find it. But it sounded like Gina said the same thing. Like it's not even, it's like totally different. So see what you can do. You can do it on your phone. If you don't have a laptop, no big deal. Like you can still do it. And the biggest thing is don't compare yourself to someone that's been doing it for a while or something, and that is the piece of celebration of people and the people in our team and anybody that you see. It's so fun. Anyone loves to get to hear what they see in themselves through our eyes. It is one of the greatest gifts that we can give ourselves in this work. Like we not only have the nutrition activating our cellular makeup, we can activate our cellular makeup all the time by announcing what we see in our amazing friends that are doing this work. We know what it takes to do this work. We know what it takes to call 50 people in a week or maybe a day or whatever. It's like, and we know what everyone is going through. So when amazing things happen in each other's lives, it's like just celebrate them and see it and like practice this, like get this muscle of celebrating other people and really feeling that sensation in your body of a download of activation and alignment, because we are in alignment speaking what we see in other people. And it's just this infinity loop of radical celebration for the person that we're seeing and for ourselves, because when we can really speak truth about what we see in other people and celebrate it, and like it's for both people. Like there's just so much amazing knowing that we can just start to be better and better at noticing the gifts that each other brings. And it's appreciation. Like the more we appreciate, the more appreciation comes in through all of it. And then you get to have people just be signing up left and right. And you're like, what is this? It's like, it is the vortex. We are in the vortex of just like this love of energy coming out all the time. And then everybody comes to these posts and they're like, oh my God, you did it. And it's like, we're not faking it. Like this, it's literally a miracle. The more people you bring into this work and this life, and the more you eat these superfoods, and like the more you stare at the sun, and the more chlorella you chew up, and like, you know, and just start making, just start creating, start doing the things that you love, like the stuff that Kevin just whipped out, and like Gina's got you like the foundation, you know, and don't spend hours on it or something, but like, you know, it should take like 10-15 minutes the most. And like, yeah, just don't worry about it. You'll get to where Kevin is later. I'll try to get to where Kevin is later, but thank you for watching. Thank you all for being here live, and then thank you for watching the replay. And just know like what this magical gift is that we have, and that we can bring people in and change their lives and then celebrate them. I always say I'm the person that I'm like, what do you do? It's like I build stages for people to like hop up on, and I climb the ladder and I hold the light so that they can see themselves clearly and shine brighter and speak their truth more. And like, and then I get to sit here and like watch everybody like be amazing, and all of it, I'm like, it's winning, like win-win in a way that nobody even knows. And there's no other job that could offer this type of celebration to each other. All these, I have a best friend talking about her job and all of it, and it's like they have to withhold information because that other person might take it or whatever. And we're just like, here's everything that we know, everything that we've been doing. Take every single bit of the things that have been working for us. Here's things that haven't really worked for us. So please do your best to not torture yourself like we've tortured ourselves. So just keep being in this state of deep appreciation for each other, for this life, for this journey with Purium, and go out and create magic for your people and celebrate them. It's just like so fun. It's like a little, it's like the future of cards. Like I have a really hard time wanting to send cards because it just goes in the landfill kind of. It's just like another thing, but these little things are like fun little creations, and it's neat. So let your juices flow like Kevin from heaven and my amazing Gina. Thank you so much for your time today, friends. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Start creating. Kevin, do you want to say anything? Last moments?
Yeah, thank you so much everybody for being here. And yeah, don't put pressure on you. Just like play around, just have fun with it. Create anything that, even if it's not for like a pose that I just did, just add effects, add some elements into it, and just make random things. Just try it out, make it fun. And yeah, again, all the shortcuts with my keyboard is just, I'm used to it because I'm a photographer, and it's the same shortcuts that I use when I retouch images. So for me, it was like, wow, okay, it's the same thing. So it's just, for me, it came naturally, I guess. But again, I have so much to learn again, like still. So yeah, just play, have fun, experiment, and don't try to make it perfect. And what I just did earlier, it was not perfect, and it's fun. And it's not about making it perfect also. It's just about celebrating someone and just make it fun. That's it.
That's it. Gina, do you want to say anything, or is Dominic sleeping? Okay. Okay, well, thank you, friends. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm going to watch it again. I can't wait. I was losing my mind. Okay, have fun, everyone. Take care.